Hello everyone and welcome back to the stream. I am joined here again by David. I am Carter as always, and we are bringing you some Valorant action once again. Chopping up through the day. We got some Valorant, some Overwatch, some Rocket League, but I have heard a little rumor out there that we will be getting to the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate relatively soon here, maybe even after this, I don't know. But we're going to be playing some Valorant here. We're going to go to Split, I believe, and have a showcase between some of our prospects here at the League OS Combine. As already popping into game, we have the teams once again, and it looks like they are the exact same teams that played in that
on your
match.
again. Yeah, Procrastinator on your again. I'm excited to see if maybe we're going to see Tejo. We're probably not going to see Tejo. But we also see Evie on Reyna. So this is going to be some pretty aggressive duelists coming in here. Well, on the left side, we do have Cypher, Sky. We kind of have a more standard comp. I do like seeing Astra over Clove. That's always really interesting to see. I'm also interested to see how the World Divide is going to play into Split as a map.
Sage?
Sage? Lock it in.
Come on.
Lock
Come
it
on,
in.
Sage, man.
Lock it
I'm
in.
manifesting it.
Lock it in. You know you want to lock it in.
Haven't seen Sage in a while since the release of Sky, but an Astra pick, like you said, would definitely be interesting. Clove being hovered there by ISO. And it looks like Aizen going to end up locking in the Sky. We could see double healers, and we do.
And there's a Sage.
Call it Overwatch maybe a little bit. We got two healers, Yoru's a tank,
Everyone here heals. Except for Euro, but Euro's Euro. So this is gonna be a interesting match. I'm especially for this comp starting on attacker side with Yoru, Reyna, and Sky. It's gonna be a really aggressive attack, but also only Cypher and Astra kind of really good defensive. But I'm really interested to see how this is gonna go.
Yeah, as it looks like they're going to walk up here on Split. Now, Split, one of the old maps, too, called Split because it has the, central area. It has some zip lines, And being an old one, if these players have played, especially since the alpha, very accustomed to it. It has seen some changes throughout the years, but, it stayed relatively the same. Honestly, you know what? I'm going to, bit of a hot take. I think it might be one of my favorite ones to play sometimes.
I think Split in beta was actually my most hated one. I hate it with a burning passion. And then once they started adding new maps, I realized what I had missed. And Split was actually really cool because after playing Icebox 7 times in a row, I realized Split was beautiful. But right here we're seeing an aggressive hit onto A. Immediately Procrastinator teleporting straight in.
Yeah, Procrastinator going to look for Nerd Justin, though, but it looks like all of Red's going to get flashed. ZXRA is going to be able to get the headshot there as Ev is going to hide, but peeks out right there and is going to find ISO. Corrupt finds another. The Battle Sage on the front lines there takes out Nerd Justin as Luca's going to be pushing through the top here. They're all just moving as a pack, and the pack is on the hunt here. All four of them together with a Ghost rolled through A, marching towards B, 4v2 situation. Now let's see, Monster's going to get caught out. That flick by Corrupt was beautiful here, as now Luca is in the Battle Sage's sights. And a third headshot, a third kill for Corrupt, and that's the round. And a point to Red Team.
3 to start. I mean, usually on Split, I always just think immediately rush B round 1 and just see what happens. But they straight up rushed through A, through mid, through B, rampage throughout the entire map. It didn't look like green side was ready for it just yet. It looks like they're going to go for it again. But now being a little bit more wise to it, keeping Astra on her lonesome on B, while we have a full setup, almost a full stack on A, as Cypher's actually backing out. No, he's going to play long.
Ooh, they're all going to get stunned up, though. It looks like Nerd Justin is able to find one on EVV. Procrastinator going to get one back on CXRA there, though it looks like ISO's going to find Nerd Justin hiding in that corner. The trick can only work once here, as Luca on the Sheriff is going to hold a very tight angle on the main entrance here. He's going to peek it, though. Ooh, almost finds Aizen there. Corrupt uses the wall, goes vertical. We're playing a 3-dimensional game. Corrupt. Great Sage wall there, keeping up the Battle Sage dynamic as 1 minute's time ticks away. 3v2 scenario. Definitely a position here for Green Team to come back is Monster. What is Corrupt's aim?
That is an aggressive Sage right there.
Everything is a headshot with Corrupt, it seems, as Drago is going to turn towards the peak.
Nothing but a classic. I mean, you want to try to get some guns out of their hands. They did manage to get 2, which is decent. You wish you would have got more, but I mean, it is a save round. Now, it's going to be full buy. That is a 6-0 Sage, 2 rounds in. That thing is hungry for blood. Corrupt is hungry for blood. Yes, I will heal my team, but I also want violence.
6-0 Sage round 2 is just beautiful. You know, there's nothing more to say about it here. As to get back into the game here for Green Team, you know, they're only down 2 rounds now. They've been able to save that last round. They've gone for basically as much of a full buy as they can. Full rifles, full shields, grabbing some abilities here as a full rush coming out from red towards B.
Yeah, Drago's not going to be able to handle this. He's kind of got to back out and just wait for his team. He's going to be able to play around that wall into smokes. Does manage to, no, actually, Ev gonna find the raise. Yeah, as the plant goes down.
Spike planted.
Ooh, Drago is gonna get on the lesser side of an exchange there. Is gonna get some evolve on the shields, but ZXRA here up top as Eve is gonna find their Justin. Going down, 3v4 scenario. The spike is down. It's up to the defenders to make a move, and these boxes are hard to move around. The flash, though, is going to be big, but not big enough there, as Corrupt's going to be able to find the trade back. ZX finds Procrastinator. ZX is going to find more here, but it's not going to be enough, as Eisen 2K with the Sheriff finds 2 in the end.
Yeah, I mean, it looked, Draco the entire time was just playing next to that wall, and he was waiting for his moment. He took it, he got a kill, but he wasn't able to finish, and now red team up 3-0, and now green team forced to buy all Sheriffs. Gotta put something together, maybe try to see another aggressive play, a big rush, try to really put a big dent in the economy. Now, as red team is going for a full buy, but now they're just going full aggressive. I mean, full 5-man pushes, no default, just violence.
Yeah, here as the XRA stands up at the bench here as the teleport forward by Procrastinator shut down by Nerd Justin, but it gave Corrupt an opening, and Procrastinator's right back with the res as red team back to full strength there. You know, who needs scouting abilities when you have a player? As Corrupt is going to take out Monster there. Heals themselves. I love Sage so much. As Corrupt is up top and vertical, going to find Drago. Is this the Sage ace?
Oh my goodness. Battle Sage ace. I mean, there's no reason for Luca to try to save anything, so he's got to get aggressive. So it's not like he can just run away to deny the ace, but going to try to find a pick, find something. No, they're just gonna save the Sheriff, you know, chill out, hope someone walks into him. Red team's gonna be a bit wiser than that.
Yeah, in this kind of 5v1 situation, there really isn't much you could do for Luca. Could try, but every kill... gets one there on the Procrastinator. Every kill for Luca is going to be more gold. Or credits. And Corrupt got the ace. Corrupt did get the ace. Sage got the ace here in round number 4. You love to see it. The 12-1 Sage. As now, though, it's a full buy from both teams. This might be kind of an overextension, though, from Green.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be, if they lose this, their credits are in the dumps. The entire economy is going to be ruined probably for the next 2 rounds. So they really got to get this together. They're going for a nice split defensive setup. Cypher fully set up onto A. Now we have Luca kind of playing a little bit closer towards mid. Now they do get the read kind of as red team goes for a slower play, which is a first. Is Monster able to find a pick?
Yeah, Monster is going to find one onto Ev there. As Corrupt hunting, stalking the prey here. As it looks like Luca, though, is going to find ISO. Is going to make it kind of hard for red side.
Oh,
Green.
but red team, they do see that B is completely empty, and as you see, they're full sprinting the spike over to B. Safe as they can be, they're just holding it.
Right there.
Trying to see if they can get the plant down. Ooh.
Drago is going to find Procrastinator there. Is now Green. Was going to be on the retake, but Corrupt just comes flying in, finds 1, finds 2. With the Sage death from above there. Is going to try and even this one up, finds 3, shooting through their own wall. As now, I mean, Corrupt has single-handedly evened this one up, as Eisen has taken the spike on a full rotation all the way over towards the A site now as Corrupt is in a 1v2 situation. Is going to find the trade on the Monster, but evens this thing up to a 1v1, 20 seconds left. Aizen is going to be able to get the plant here, as it looks like now the Seekers are going to go out.
Yeah, I mean, this spike has gone around the world from A to B, back to A. And now Drago spotted out. He's got to reposition.
Not sure what's going to happen next here. Is Aizen is safely in the hallway, but Drago's going to turn left here in a second. Who moves out first?
Oh, you got to go.
Ooh, Aizen knows. Finds the headshot, takes the round. A 5-0 for the red side attacking. I really thought the green team had it there, but the heroic clutch by Corrupt, getting a 4K by themselves, saved the round.
Look at these buys. It's 2 Vandals on regen shields. We got some Deagles. They're just trying to scrap together whatever they can here. Now the economy for red team, I mean, it's solid. They could probably lose this round and maybe still be fine. But right now, they just want to get a thrifty is the only hope you can have here for green side.
Yeah, and Corrupt this Monster on the Sage. Green team needs to find a way to kind of shut down his plays here. Really using the wall really effectively. I have to give a ton of credit on that, as Monster lurking through is going to run into a Sage and a Reyna here in a second. Continues walking that way. Nerd Justin using the dog to scout. Not going to find much information. Drago's going to walk out into a firing squad here. As peeks the corner, is going to find EVV now. Is flashed. EVV going to be able to take him out. Monster goes for a return. Not quite able to find it. ZX is able to get something, but ISO Procrastinator are going to shut that one down along with Corrupt. And the attackers take another round. A really good job on setup there.
Yeah, I mean, they just, they used the Euro ult. They immediately took all of A, and then there was really nothing that the green side could do to try to get back into us. ZX was able to get some good hero plays in there, but, I mean, there's nothing you can do. And just look at this, look at Corrupt. 17 kills on this Sage. I mean, now green team kind of going for a bit more of a full buy here. I mean, the economy's been mostly in shambles. They've really got to find something here. Changing something up, maybe a setup. Who knows?
Ooh, Monster. Could have lost his life there, but did go for the kind of sniper play. Wait, no, Justin here on the Cypher in the last match. Played really hidden really well. Is going to be able to find Procrastinator. Just hiding behind the hollow panel here. Shooting through it. Corrupt ISO finds one, but now they know he's there, and it's all over there for Nerd Justin. But Luca finds one. Not quite able to connect the second. 3v1 situation here for Drago on the Astra. Astra, though, does have a lot of utility in these situations, especially when you're further away, but is going to run into the sights of Corrupt. Ooh, there's a wall in the way blocking it, though. Corrupt doesn't quite see him as Drago finds Aizen 2K. Stuck kind of up in heaven here.
Yeah,
looking for a rotate out. Is going to find Corrupt. Not able to make it connect.
Does end up taking out Corrupt, but, I mean, it's not enough. I mean, getting 4 kills, I would say, oh, it puts a dent in the economy. It really doesn't. The economy for Greenside has been in shambles. I'm really surprised they've kind of held on to their ultimates. Drago's had the world divided for about like the past 2 or 3 rounds now. And I thought on that last semi-full buy that they were going to use it because they needed to get something, but no, they still save it. So they have 3 ults to work with. Wow, red side also has 3 ults to work with, but not a lot in the economy. As again, red team is just full forcing 5 stacking, and now Drago's in a world of hurt if he can't get out of here.
Yeah, as it looks like this time, Red's going to go for another full push on the B. Corrupt's going to throw up that wall. Though it looks like Drago did get the stun with the Astra Star, but it's not going to be enough as 5 members staring you down. One of them's not stunned. That's all that they need. Procrastinator also going to find a pick here as Green already on the retake. They're spreading out, though. They're playing towards the high ground here as it's up to Corrupt and ISO to push this one. ISO going to be successful taking out Monster here. ZXRA, though, going to put Procrastinator back down on that zip line as Luca holding with the judge here. It's a decent angle to hold if you have a shotty. ZX only 8 HP. Corrupt just going to spray on through the smoke to connect that kill. as now it is all up to Luka with the judge. A tough scenario to be in with a tough weapon to have it in here. So it looks like, though, Luka is just going to grab a rifle and go for the save.
Yeah, I mean, the economy was already bad. That was a save. I mean, try to do something. Maybe next round they can get into a full buy, but I mean, it's really scary right now. That's 8 unanswered rounds. Do have a lot of ultimates to work with, but so does the red side. And you just got to try to think. I mean, they've been full forcing every single round. I'm willing to bet red side is going to full force again. And you just kind of got to think, is this like just aim difference or is it like shot calling? I mean,
I think it's Corrupt difference.
Yeah.
I think Corrupt is 20-3 on Sage right now. And if you're defending, you just got to stop that guy.
Yeah, I mean, try to set a trap, but I mean, he's not really going into anything too aggressive. While a Sage in the front line is a little wild, I mean, he's been using all his util really well, as we do hear Reyna ult being popped. 5 stack. Luka might be able to find a good angle with his ultimate.
Ooh, as the trade comes out, though, the Clove be cloving here as ZXRA, ooh, up top there.
There's a
He's
raise
a
ult.
Sage Wall. Oh, he's going to accidentally raise out the clone there as Ev is going to finish off Luka. But it looks like ISO has gone down, finished up the ultimate here. Nerd Justin is going to find the headshot onto Corrupt as now ZXRA tries to get a kill with the breach, but it is going to sniff out the Reyna for Monster to finish him off as Drago now sights on point. Procrastinator is going to find one. Just has to rush this one now. 2v1 scenario is going to take down Monster. Oh, Draco is super low on this Astra.
You're kidding.
Procrastinator
You're kidding.
flashes himself and tries to fake being the Yoru clone, but doesn't get by Drago, who sniffs that one out, takes him out, and gets the kill. I gotta get Procrastinator props for creativity. Flashing yourself and then acting as if you're the clone is a crazy play, and if it worked, it would have been historic, but Drago was able to sniff that one out, took him out, and get the defuse.
That's a zip tie viewer if I've ever seen one. That was absolutely just, you know, send it, why not? You're already up. But now for the green side, they are able to get rid of that goose egg. They get something on the board. Maybe this is where they try to come back. Again, Drago has been sitting on that Astra ult for a really long time now. Maybe a good time to try to use it. But, I mean, it is really hard to use it on defense unless you're going for a really crazy play, which at this point you'd expect to see at some point some aggression. But right now, what is that a knife fight happening over there?
That might indeed be what it is. Procrastinator, though, whips out the Bucky, and ZXRA going to be able to finish him off here. As it looks like ISO and Ev going to find picks of their own now, as the defense is in shambles, as ISO's just kind of running around right now. Corrupt also home free. Going to peek this one and find ZX. Oh, that was incredibly clean there from Corrupt.
Yeah, just ignore the knife fight that happened in the top spawn. Immediately, Procrastinator just teleporting in there, challenging Cypher. But Corrupt is just absolutely going crazy. Like, looking at the KDA, everything seems pretty even, and then there's just 21 kills on the battle stage right now. Just been holding on to that ult, honestly. They haven't really needed to use it. They really have to find something to try to shut this guy down, find some aggressive play. It looks like they're just lost on defense on the green side.
Yeah, as now as the walls fall, they're just 5-man rushing this. They're all stunned, though. They're Justin, though, not able to get any kills from it. But it looks like, actually, ZXRA is going to be able to get something with the breach charge. And
it is Corrupt
Luka
down.
on the Sheriffs.
And that's the breach ult being used. Now, red team finding themselves in a really hard spot, flashing just to get some disengage out. Now, green team actually might have something. They have a numbers advantage. The star player of the red team so far, Corrupt, is down. That demon is put to rest.
Ooh, Drago on the flank of the century here with the Sheriff. Going to take it up the zip lines quietly. He's actually just going to sit and wait.
TP.
See if anyone drops down here. Procrastinator. Going to challenge Luka to a bit of a high ground duel here. Luka, goes for the jump peek, drops to 4 HP, gets some intel though, as here comes Drago. 1, 2, not quite 3, but you know what? You got a teammate there to finish him off as a really good thrifty win there from Greenside, but props to Drago for the rotate and for having the patience to hold on to that for just the right moment.
Yeah, I mean, he stood there for so long just waiting to see if he'd TP, and then eventually all of Red Team just kind of like bit. They just assumed everyone was there at B, and then he got that really good flank. And now Green Team has an opportunity. They have 3 ultimates ready. Now is the time to use it. Use the World Divided. Use everything you have. Maybe try to get this to 9-3. We've seen a 9-3 before today. A 9-3 curse. Maybe you can use it.
Yeah, here as Corrupt marching forward. Monster holding this long angle here. Procrastinator gonna find a headshot through a wall onto Luca here. ZXRA holding. A lot of fights been around A so far. Only a couple moves towards B. As Procrastinator. Oh, that was clean.
Drago does not get a chance to use his ult at all the entire half.
Yes, this is the last round before the half. 9-2. Green side's gonna look here. Oh, ISO doesn't see any of them though.
That's a chance for a timing, but ZX is gonna fall.
Oh, peeks it. Monster is gonna go down though as Procrastinator is actually just gonna go over to ISO instead. And Red side, even though Green had a little bit of intel advantage, Red's able to check their corners and keep everything nice and even here as the sides flip. 2-10 now with ZXRA, Drago, Luca, Nerd, Justin, and Monster on the attack, and Corrupt, ISO, Ev, Procrastinator, and Aizen on the defense.
Yeah, one thing I will say is ZX has been really good with his blinds, so I'm interested to see how he's going to use it here on the offense. Maybe some really good plays, some good engage, as it seems like everyone's stacking up towards B. Right now, Drago just going to linger around on A. They really need to come out of this explosive. They really need to win this pistol.
Yeah, when you're in a 2-10 situation, every round counts so much, especially, I mean, for both sides. And as ZXRA pushes forward, Luca, though, already going to find one on the Corrupt. That's the pick you wanted to start out with if you wanted to start this pistol round right. Luca healing back up. ISO, though, is going to be able to sneak through the room. Finds 3 with the Ghost. A Ghost in the night there. Takes away 3 of the attackers now. As Drago, though, is able to find EVV. Makes it a 2v3 scenario as we hit a minute 10. Aizen is going to heal up a teammate. No healing for the attacking side. Drago stuck at that red HP. Is going to be found by Procrastinator, and that's all up to ZXRA.
Yeah, he's got nothing but a flash, a ghost, and a dream. I mean, he's got to really try to get something going here because, again, you need to win this pistol. But everyone's holding their angles. Maybe if he can find this isolated duel onto Aizen, he can get something going.
He's going to stun him up.
Oh,
Is concussed,
but
not able to find the headshot there. As at 1 hit point, Aizen going to be able to survive that one and get the kill back as we move towards a 2-11 scenario. And for the attacking side, you had your perfect start to that. You're able to shut down Corrupt. But ISO on this Clove was just able to sneak right through everything and able to get the pick just in time.
Yeah, I mean, and it looked like a dream because, I mean, maybe even good comms, they're predicting Corrupt might get a little aggressive. He's been really aggressive this entire time. Let's wait mid, see if we can get a pick. They had a firing squad. They got Corrupt. But now they weren't able to capitalize off of it. So now I'm excited to see what they're going to do here.
Yeah, Luca, Blast Pack running in. A whole different look from this team. He's been playing really slow and calculated so far. It's calculated, but calculated aggression for certain as Luca and Drago going to find 2. Aizen and Ev, and Aizen again gets one back. ZXRA figuring it out. It's a 2v2 scenario. We're right back where we started. The spike goes down, but ISO looks down and finds ZXRA here. As now they know exactly where this guy is. Gonna go, the flash comes out, time to peek, but ISO's gonna be able to connect into the head of Nerd Justin as the defuse is coming out now from ISO, and defuse is coming out now from ISO, and this is gonna take us to match point, 2-12, and you know, we were saying, oh, you just gotta kill Corrupt, and then, you know, it'll be equal. Well, they've killed Corrupt the last couple times, but now you have a 17-7 Clove, and some players coming up the wrong behind them.
Yeah, I mean, at first what looked like it just Corrupt versus the world, and like everyone was being extremely competent over here on this green side, but now everyone is just completely stepped up, and they're just kind of outclassing the red side. Yeah, ZX and Drago and Luca, they did have a really good entry going into there, but it just wasn't enough. It was a bloodbath, and they weren't able to win the 2v2.
And now as Luca's going to go out for the peek. He's going to instantly blow up the Sage Wall. Corrupt gets bit by a dog there as Ev Backing out through the smoke.
This is about to be a really explosive battle in this smoke right here. We have 9 players right here in mid.
So there goes the grenade, another dog. As it looks like, though, ISO's going to be the first one taken out as Drago on the Spectre, able to take out both ISO and Corrupt.
Oof.
Oh, Aizen finds 2, Drago finds a 3rd, and the attackers win before a point is even taken.
That's big, actually. That is actually really good for their economy, especially. I predict, honestly, their economy is in a really good spot. I think, well, maybe not as good of a spot because they did try to force something after they lost the pistol round, but it's better than green side, which is important. They're at an advantage. This is what they need because we really need to snowball this. They're playing on match point for the rest of the game now. Let's see if they can claw this back.
Yes, this should
Yeah, an interesting camera placement coming out there as Monster, Nerd Justin, plays it forward.
Yeah, it looks like Nerd Justin not going to find anything yet with the dog throwing out sight. Luca getting aggressive. Oh, doesn't check the corner.
You hate to see it like that there as Corrupt takes out Nerd Justin. This could be the final round here. Green team wants to cement the deal. Corrupt charging forward. The Battle Sage of old has come back to claim vengeance, to claim the game and claim the round. Drago, who these last couple
Use
rounds
the world divided. I want to see it.
been the hero of red side, finds 1, needs to find 3 more. Not quite able to do it there as ISO's going to find the headshot, and that's going to be a win for green team there, the away team, as Split goes over to them. And what a performance by both of these teams. And I do have to say, hands down, MVP, player of the game, right up there on the scoreboard, going over to Corrupt, locking in the Sage, top of the KDA list, but a really close second and a strong showing in the second half there from ISO on that Clove, and Drago and ZXRA certainly putting up a performance. And as much of a stomp as you could say that game looked like, though, without Corrupt's crazy 20-1 KDA run on Sage, we saw some great Valorant gameplay out of all those players. And honestly, skill-wise, a really close match as every round came down to the last couple.
Yeah, and I mean, Drago and ZX, I was kind of like joking a little bit about like, oh, you got to use your ults, use your ults. They never really had a chance because every time the rounds they did win were really explosive and bloody and right to the point. And ZX was able to use his utility really well, but Drago was never really truly able to like get a good chance to use the world divided because everything would just pop off, and maybe sometimes they would find Corrupt, but again, ISO was just right there to follow. Really good team play coming out from the green team.
Yeah, and the Combine continues as we will be back with more action right after this break.